Peter Pan was first introduced to the world as a stage play by Jim Barry. J.M. Barry. Since debuting in 1904, Peter Pan has remained a beloved play and has also become a few books, a Disney movie, 3 live-action motion pictures, a Broadway musical, 3 live television broadcasts of the musical, the Northeast Premier Bus Line, Kathy Rigby's post-Olympics career, Peanut Butter, and as of last night, the musical event of the holiday season. The musical event of the holiday season. That is, if you don't count ruining Christmas with RooMcGoo. Last year, the musical event of the holiday season was The Sound of Music Live, starring Carrie Underwood of American Idol and country diva pop star music fame. Though if you read the tweets about it, you'd probably think it's less of a holiday event and more of a ritualistic slaughtering of everyone's firstborn. And you would also think Carrie Underwood just farted for 3 hours because all anyone could say was, "Girl, you stank!" This year, Allison Williams decided it was her turn to dive into the musical Shark Tank with Peter Pan Live. This was an obvious casting choice, considering Williams has been playing someone who can't grow up for almost 4 seasons on HBO. The show opened on the precociously British Darling children as they share a story in the nursery. Suddenly, Mr. Darling shows up and he's all, "I have a mustache. No more fun. P.S. Wendy, grow up." Next, America's ears perk up as Kelly O'Hara sings the children a lullaby. Kelly O'Hara took over Audra McDonald's role this year as the Broadway vet that's cast simply to dilute the rage of unemployed actors everywhere. Fade out on Miss Darling and lights up on the nursery window as the prettiest boy you've ever seen comes flying through moments later, looking for his shadow. Wendy wants to help Peter with his shadow, but first she must decide if she has a crush on him or if she's actually jealous because he might be prettier than her. Nevertheless, they fix the shadow together before Peter turns to Wendy and says, "Come with me to the Emerald City." Except instead of come with, it's fly with, and instead of the Emerald City, it's Neverland. The Darling children are certain we can't fly, Peter, but he assures them they just need some pixie dust and to think happy thoughts. Beyonce, 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 Beyonce. And the next thing you know, we're flying off to Neverland. Second star to the right and straight on till morning. Oh, and the buzzer's broken, so just call me when you're downstairs. Peter wants Wendy to live in Neverland so she can play mother to him and the Lost Boys, his group of tough, rowdy boys who sing and dance. But of course, Peter can barely show Wendy around before trouble starts with his arch-nemesis, Christopher Walken. Christopher Walken spends his days on a ship drinking tea, plotting Peter Pan's demise, and ordering around his crew of pirates, a group of rowdy, tough men who sing and dance. Meanwhile, Wendy's competing for the attention of a boy who wears tights with a rude CGI fairy and a Native American princess with some serious eyeshadow. P.S. Props to Peter Pan Live for casting Alana Saunders as Tiger Lily, officially breaking a great American casting tradition of filling Native American roles with dark-haired, slightly tan white people. In the midst of all these characters, there are also some mermaids. Not enough mermaids, if you ask me, but there are some. There are also breaks every 5 to 7 minutes starring Sabrina the Teenage Witch as a regular mom who just shoots Walmart commercials in her children's bedroom. And at one point, Ish gets soups real when Tinkerbell almost dies because no one believes in fairies. If that's the case, everyone should walk up 9th Avenue between 42nd and 50th Streets and then tell me you don't believe in fairies. Shortly after Tinkerbell's resurrection, Wendy realizes she's gonna have to face her own mortality at some point, and in the meantime, she should probably get to have a couple kids with a boy who doesn't wear tights. She decides her and her brothers will go home, but not before they vanquish Christopher Walken. Swash, 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 buckle, 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 and he's gone. Back in the nursery, Mrs. Darling quietly sings to the empty beds of her kidnapped children until they come flying through the window. And they're like, "We brought home 15 lost boys for you to raise." And the parents are like, "What a good idea." Even though she's home, Wendy promises to wait for Peter Pan to return. Which he does, but by the time he gets around to it, Wendy has become Minnie Driver, who will take her check now, please. Of course, Peter could have come earlier. And maybe Peter would even consider growing up, except that then he would have to leave Neverland. And lose his health insurance? Give some serious thought to why he's never been in a long-term relationship. Get a real job. Oh my god, I'm Peter Pan. Though aren't we all Peter Pan? Isn't that what Jim Barry was getting at? We all want to grow up, but we don't, but we have to, but we can't. These days, we're running a little low on childlike wonder since we're all so busy being experts on everything. In 140 characters or less. I guess what I'm trying to say is I do believe in live musical specials. And I believe I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. That's enough. RooMcGoo, 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 RooMcGoo.
Nobody ever sings me happy birthday. Nobody understands, it's all I want to hear. Don't you know how hard it is to have your birthday fall on Christmas every year? Everybody else gets presents on my birthday. There's a fat old man whose job it is to fly them there. Y'all sip cocoa by the fire while you're sad unsung Messiah.